Hello everyone, this is nucLeaR and I'm going to test the game. I played against the NF Mesh, spawning as the blue Terran here on the 6 o'clock position of Shattered Temple, and I'm the red Protoss spawning on the 12 o'clock position. It's going to be obviously a PvT, and let's see how I do here. I'm going to make a build that, you can call it a standard build. For some it's not really standard, it's a 2-base push, and obviously you can win a lot of games just by doing it. It of course has its downfalls. It's not going to win you 100% of the games, but you will have a pretty good win-lose ratio against some type of builds, and you'll see why. Okay, he's making a wall here. It's a good and a bad thing, depends on what you want to do. If there are some builds, of course, like the Void Ray push, and basically can charge up on the depots and just do more damage. I'm going to scout here first, because obviously there is no close position on this map, and yes, I don't find him there, so I'm going to proceed to this base. He didn't send a scout, he'll send after the barracks. I don't like to send after the gateway. I know I'm losing some mining time, but seriously, I prefer to send exactly after the pylon, and the reason I'm doing this is to see their tech, if they're getting a gas or not, because if I send my unit after I'm making the gateway, there is a big chance that I won't get inside, because he'll already be walled off and I can see if he has a gas or not. So if he has a gas, that's something I won't know. And of course he's trying to kill my pro, but I'm going to escape, so he lost a lot of mining time. That's a very annoying thing to do against the Terran. And on my base, yes, I went for 16 Nexus, and I'm getting a 16 gateway, getting a pro, getting a 17 pylon, and then an 18 accelerator. It's a very good build. Of course, you can die to a lot of things, to a lot of all-ins from Terrans, but if you learn how to defend against the majority of them, you'll just get very ahead in both with an anomaly and army supply, because if he fails an all-in or a push where he sends like 4 or 5 SCVs, so like 2 Hellions and 5 Marines, for example, he's trying to move a rush and kill you. If you learn how to defend these things, you'll get just ahead. But he's going for concussive shells push with this is the Marauder expand. That is, it's one of the reasons people don't do this thing, because you can die to like Marauder pushes with 2x, but he's going to try to expand. That's obviously I don't see it in time. Actually, I saw it in time. Oh my god, I didn't even know that they cancelled his building, his expansion. I saw no concussive shells, but the funny thing is that it's basically finished like 1 second after he shot me, so I really didn't know if he was going to get it or not. Okay, I'm just making more probes. Obviously you can see the difference, because I had to make the orbital command to get the mule, for the mule is evening this out. He's got now 2 Marauders, he's getting a Reaper, 3 Marauders, and so, and all I got is 2 Silas. So basically you need to scout. If you get going for an Nexus forest, you need to be very active with your scouting, because he's going to send those Marauders, and theoretically I don't have enough units, because he can micro and kill the stalker and then just micro again and kill the Silas. But by the time he gets here, I'll have 2 stalkers, and the important thing is obviously to put the stalkers in the front so they can tank damage while your stalkers hit. And I'm just going to he's going to try to kill, but my bullets have shield. He's going to use one Marauder, obviously. It's the best thing because still I'm already going up ahead of the guys. We are trying to do like a push with the first army, and he's not building any unit. That's the best thing. I think he was trying to micro something, but obviously he didn't do anything. He's not trying to bunker up, but as you can see now, I'm just building six racks, but as a result, so let's see his scout. So his scout is six gates. Theoretically, when you see the terrain, the only thing you must do is just make 5 bunkers, 6 bunkers. My Reapers are very good at scouting. Basically, scouted my push. I made those gates look like let's see. Yeah, let's result 650. Let's say, and now I'm both ahead economically and in army supply. I've got just more thing because the early Nexus just gave me an economic impulse, and now I'm going to get this is one of the all-in. It's not only a tech all-in because obviously it has no tech. I don't have forge for upgrades, twilight, robots, target. I don't have anything, and I've got just Yates with no upgrades. But of course, I'm building a pylon train, pylons towards his base, and I'm just going to check. He has 3 bunkers, so I think he expects a push after his gate. This is Columbus. It's a very good thing to do as a Protoss after you warp Columbus, and you get another warp very fast. And I'm going to try to attack exactly after this warp. Now I'll warp right into the local stoppers, and I'll warp stoppers and sentries. Okay. So with this army, you can see I've got a huge army. I put 9 minutes, and because of this, I'm just bombarding the bunkers, so he can't see them. And yes, as you can see, he tries to micro off the price, but there's nothing he really can do. The window of it's very, very bad. I disabled the sound because it was getting too annoying during the battle. So for the next recordings, I should get the sound disabled or lowered down. Obviously, I'm trying to get into his base. I've got much bigger army because of the 6 gate. I've got a better economy, and just it's pure gateway units. This is like the equivalent of a 4 gate, but it's not as lean as a 4 gate because you obviously make drones. I'm getting again to make drones. We have to cut drones at about 40-41. That's like no one base 2 base saturation with just one gas. It's 21 plus 21 42, but minus 3 is about 40, I say. So it's like 40. Just make units non-stop from 6 gates and attack, and theoretically your terrain cannot hold unless he gets like a lot of units early on. And of course he has just 3 racks and a lot of money. Of course you can win with this build a lot of times, but it's not going to give you 100% win rate. Of course if he goes for like a bench, you're fucking screwed, but and so on. Well, good luck with this build, and see you next time. nucLeaR out.